Homestead Miami Speedway qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series round of 8. Should be a good time tonight. Miami, the site of our opening round. A few cars heading out early. There's Ethan Evers in the 8. Heading out for his warm-up lap. You didn't get any practice day much? Oh, Lord. Good luck. Ethan with his playoff banners on his car, still alive, fighting for a championship in 3 weeks' time. Gets up and into the outside wall. That's on his warm-up lap, so he'll probably pull off and reset here. Able to do that without taking any kind of penalty if you do it early enough. That is an advantage of going out early on the clock. We get the hydrate. We got you, Cody. Got a big cup of water. Just regular water today. Check out Joe Madigan, 76 machine. Just storming down the backstretch here. Down into 3. Madigan already on his first time to lap. How's it going tonight? It's going pretty well. First lap starting to come in. No surprise to see Wes Parker near the top of the charts. Now Joe Madigan. We were on board watching there. 76 car jumps up to the top spot. 33.78 for Madigan. Saw some sparks fly there. Madigan's second lap slower. Wes Parker's second lap faster. He jumps up to the pole. Cleaver goes third fastest. Then smacks his car in the wall. Bikey, 27, gets second place here. Takes out the cone. Cody Brown goes 8th fastest. That's Cody's first lap. Like Roebuck 5th fastest his first lap. So we got some good speed on lap 1 out there. Let's see what Roebuck's able to do on his second lap. Picks it up to a 73. That ties him with Cody Cleaver, with iRacing giving the tie to Cleaver. He will stay 4th, Roebuck stay 5th. Cody Brown jumps up to the 7th spot his second lap. Chicago Cubs car. And his nemesis, the Cardinals car, is just sitting at the end of pit road. He must have hit the wall on his second lap. Travis Martin, his first lap, 8th fastest, 33.85. You're going to finish when eventually you swear? Oof. Bill wants to go to the garage. To be able to tune the car. Travis Martin, lap number 2. Goes to a 72. That'll move him up the 4th spot. 33.723. Nice lap there from Travis, getting up into the top 5. It's like J-Munch has not gotten the lap to count yet. Hayden on track. Crosses the line on his final lap, a 71. That'll move him up to 4th, bump Travis down to 5th. Good run there for Hayden. I think J-Munch is just practicing at this point. Well, why not? Only 2 cars at any kind of speed are Nathan Lafayette and J-Munch. Lafayette only going about 80. So we'll watch J-Munch do his practice, and then J-Munch pulls off. Tyler Landon, never going to get a time in. There's only 5 seconds left. But there he is, heading out on track, and then disappearing. 24 cars. 16 took a time, 8 did not.
Hi guys, welcome to Homestead. Tonight we got 120 laps. We got one fast repair. You got 5 total sets of tires. You're going to have a halfway points given out at the end of lap 60. Other than that, remember, leader can go as soon as the pace car goes in after... I'm sorry, let me start over. Initial start on green. All restarts after that are on leader. After the pace car goes in, leader has lane choice. Any other questions, feel free to holler. Let's have some fun. Be nice.
Fair enough. Pole sitter Wes Parker in the 22. See the playoff banners on the front nose, the windshield banner, and on the rear spoiler. That'll indicate our playoff drivers tonight. Wes Parker going to lead us from the pole. Wyatt Tinsley is going to show us the 19 on your screen tonight, the 7 in your scoreboard. Something to keep tabs on, but this DeWalt Supra, that is Wyatt Tinsley. Rolling off from the 3rd spot, you have Brandon Bikey, who is not on track yet. Then Hayden Lowell in the 5. There's Bikey, he finally got on track. Bikey will start 3rd. Hayden Lowell rolls off in the 4th spot, both of them still in the playoffs. Travis Martin rolls off from the 5th spot in 63 10/10 Toyota Supra. Cody Cleaver in the Blockbuster Racing Ford Mustang starts from the 6th spot. Blake Roebuck, the App State Chevy, rolls off in the 7th spot. He'll be alongside Joe Madigan in the Napa Ford. Nathan Lafayette starts in the 9th spot in his Penguin Services Toyota, alongside Cody Brown in the Chicago Cubs Chevrolet. Ethan Evers, the Swiss Army Toyota, rolls off in the 11th spot. Bill Rivard, Mountain Dew Code Red Chevrolet, starts in 12th. Clint Roberts, the Cardinal Chevrolet, starts in 13th. Jeremy Scherr's Chevrolet Accessories Chevrolet starts in the 14th spot. Dominic Lee in his Ford Performance Ford Mustang rolls off 15th. Ian Montrose in the Monster Mustang rolls off 16th. Blake Giglio not shown starting there, nor is Tyler Lana. Mike Edwards will start 19th in the Fort Worth Screen Esports Toyota. At Joel Munch will starting in the 20th spot in the Magic the Gathering Ford Mustang. Jeremy Clapper Newell, the Martin Sports Elite Performance Industries Ford Mustang, rolls off in the 21st spot. JR Deal starts 22nd in the number 9 Little Caesars Toyota Supra. Daniel Llewellyn will start in 24th in the Labor 12 Chevy Camaro. Can't tell you Tyler Lehnan did get on track, so there you are. Lehnan Designs Chevy Camaro. Brian Hicks driving experience on the side. That starts in the 18th spot. Nice Miami colors there for Miami Homestead Speedway this week.
Yeah.
We also have Duke Castro Neves and Blake Giglio showing us not starting. So it'll be 22 cars out on track. Don't see Giglio, don't see Castro Neves. It is time. Here we go, Thrizzy. Count them down to the green flag. Wes Parker gets us underway.
I get a better restart.
Toyotas on the front row, couple Chevys in the second row.
I was sleeping.
Wyatt Tinsley way up by the wall already on lap 1. Hayden Lowell's going to clear our pole sitter Parker, get up to 2nd. Did not expect that so low. Now Wes Parker back underneath Hayden Lowell. You're going to see all kinds of grooves being used here. See Joe Madigan in the 76 all the way up by the wall. Coming off turn number 4 to complete our first lap. Wyatt Tinsley going to run away with lap number 1. Wes Parker now in 2nd. Hayden Lowell falling back to 3rd. Brandon Bikey riding the outside to 4th here. Got Travis Martin to his inside. Field works their way down the backstretch at Miami. Got Joseph Madigan looking on the outside of Cody Cleaver. A couple of Mustangs doing battle. Brandon Bikey slaps the wall on the 27. It's going to give Travis Martin a run to his inside, try to get 4-spot away. So we continue to watch Cleaver and Madigan battle. See Bikey taking kind of a diamond line. Top 3 cars single file, then you got Martin and Bikey. Martin finally does get the position on Bikey. Now Joseph Madigan goes to work on Bikey. Try to get the 5th spot away. Madigan going to get it done heading down into 1. That'll move Madigan up.
Need a
Bikey.
yellow.
Looks like Clapper and Edwards are
There's only 2
destroyed.
cars, real fast 3.
Montrose gets out of shape, but saves it. And then the 14 and 21,
Sorry, Michael.
both to the inside wall, get destroyed.
You're good, man.
So now those cars out there trying to stay on lead lap and hope for a yellow. Wyatt Tinsley still leads, but Wes Parker has closed in. Meanwhile, Bikey has fallen all the way down to 10th spot after starting 3rd. Wes Parker putting the pressure on Wyatt Tinsley. Parker drift up the track, and then the back end of the Tinsley machine swung out a little bit. Tinsley showing 7 on your scoreboard is the 19 black and yellow car. Wes Parker is the white, black, and orange machine, number 22. Nose to tail as they come off the corner and head down the backstretch. Those 2 Toyota Supers are fast. Wes Parker trying to get down on the white line. Just riding behind Wyatt Tinsley at this point, I believe. Parker probably trying to save his tires a bit. Meanwhile, Hayden Lowell lurking in the background, starting to inch his way towards these top 2. Down under a half second the gap to Lowell. Check out Hayden and Travis Martin in the 4th spot. Joe Madigan in the top 5. Cody Kleber 6th. Blake Roebuck 7th. Bill Rivard, Ethan Evers, Clint Roberts. When you know it, the Cardinals and Cubs cars are together. Right now the Cubs are winning the baseball battle. Mikey, you see, is fallen to 11th and under attack from Clint Roberts as we have a battle for the lead. Parker looking to the outside. Tinsley going to shut the door.
Stop, dude.
Parker looked high, but Tinsley shutting the door on him. Parker now looking all the way down on the apron. I don't know if y'all heard that, but my cat just sneezed like 12 times. It was crazy. Parker now riding that high line again. Just trying to get that nose somewhere that Tinsley's car is not. Hayden Lowell lurking behind him. Bright yellow, number 5. Before long, it's going to be a 3-car battle for this lead. Be Crafty, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Wes Parker going to the top. All the way to the wall. See what kind of run he can get off the corner. He may have to cross over, go to the inside. There he goes. Dives back low. They're going to be alongside as they get down to 3. Parker takes the lead as he gets to the inside. It's an awesome move by Parker to run the top to get the run. Then take it to the inside. Get by Tinsley. Now Tinsley's going to be left to battle with Hayden Lowell. Is Cliff racing with us? I don't think he's racing tonight. He usually skips Tuesdays. Tinsley now falling back to Hayden Lowell. Lowell looks at the inside on turn 3, not quite able to get there just yet. It's going to be right in the tire tracks coming off turn 4. Tinsley's car may be starting to fade a little bit. Hey, Will. What are you doing, bud? Watch watching this battle for second. You see some side-by-side action further back in the field. That's Tyler Lane and Brandon Bikey, 9th and 10th. Lowell finally does get that spot away from Wyatt Tinsley, so Lowell up to second. He'll try to run down Wes Parker out front. Travis Martin starting to close in, also good at saving the tires. Gotcha, Be Crafty. The sciatic nerve. Yikes. Good luck with that, bud. Parker out front. Hayden Lowell, Wyatt Tinsley, Travis Martin. 4-car breakaway from the rest of the pack. Joe Madigan a little bit further back in the 5th spot. Cleaver is 6th. Roebuck 7th. There's Bill Rivard 8th. Tyler Lanen 9th. Clint Roberts is 10th. Has gotten back by Cody Brown. So now the Cardinals are winning the baseball battle. If you're wondering what we're talking about. Clint Roberts is 10th in the Cardinals car. Cody Brown 14th in the Cubs car. So we're watching the Cubs and Cardinals have a good baseball battle in the middle of our race. Something else just to watch for fun. Brandon Bikey currently in the 11th spot. Dominic Lee is 12th. Ethan Evers back there in 13th. Wow, as Dominic Lee rushed the wall there in the 98-91 Mustang. I check in and find you guys a good battle. And Cody Brown and Ethan Evers side by side. Evers looks like he's had that right side up and into the wall. See a little buckle between the fender and the hood. Good battle back here for 18th. Jay Wench, Daniel Llewellyn, and Ian Montrose doing battle 18th, 19th, 20th. Putting on a show. Mike Edwards trying to ride this damage till the yellow comes out. He is still in the lead lap, but only just. He is maybe 6 seconds from going down a lap. There's Jeremy Clapper already down a lap. Clapper trying not to go 2 laps down as you see the leaders coming up behind him. Edwards 21st, Clapper 22nd. And there is Wes Parker out in the race leads. We could work on lap 16 of 120. Yay, go-karts. Wes Parker, race leader, Hayden Lowell. Starting to run the wall now in that 5 car. See what kind of run he can manufacture coming off the top side here. They approach Jeremy Clapper. Daniel Llewellyn's on pit road. And looks like he is just yeeted out of the race. Daniel Llewellyn has had enough of Homestead. Watching Clapper Newell just to see where he goes when the leaders come up on him. Let's watch from the rear shot of his car. Here comes the field. Catching up to Clapper Newell. Newell did go in and get a fast repair, it looks like, as his car looks brand new now. Wes Parker, Hayden Hull closing in on him. Parker's going to blast by to the outside. Clapper's going to stay way down on the white line. Make sure everyone has plenty of room. Good sportsmanship there. Top 3 guys make their way by. Tinsley and Lowell doing battle for that 2nd spot again. Lowell running right up by the wall. Tinsley's running down on the apron. This time Lowell decides to go with the other 2 all the way down to the bottom. Travis Martin gets by Clapper Newell. Martin can try to run down those guys in front of him. He is within a second, so he should be getting a draft in the straightaways at least. Over a second back from him, you have Joseph Madigan. Madigan not getting any kind of draft until he gets in 21 cars a week. G-Mad currently the last car in the top 5. Cody Cleaver rides 6th. Blake Roebuck 7th. Bill Rivard 8th. Tyler Lanen up to the 9th spot. Here comes Dominic Lee now up into the top 10. Clint Roberts in the Cardinals car rides 11th. Unsponsored car for Mikey is in 12th. Ethan Evers 13th. Jeremy Scher 14th. Cody Brown in 15th. Nathan Lafayette 16th. J.R. Deal 17th. Joel Munchel in the 18th spot. Ian Montrose, they've got a little separation now. He is 19th. Mike Edwards still on the lead lap in 20th. Let's look out his back window and see how far away those leaders are. We don't even need to. There they are. Crossing the start finish line. Edwards in danger of going a lap down. One of our playoff drivers got caught up in an accident with the 21. Has been hoping for a yellow ever since, but has not gotten it. McKenna, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
You'll not be three wide when you catch me, please.
Mike Edwards, hoping the leaders aren't three wide when they catch Mike.
I mean, I can take you out, Wesley. That's fine, but everybody else I don't want to kill.
Yeah, in my misery.
Misery of leading the race. How terrible. And we are three wide. As the leaders go by a lapped car, Wyatt Tinsley going to go from second to first. Gets by Mike Edwards.
I didn't know. I wanted to give you so much room. I didn't know how Larry would have.
Wes Parker now falling back to the clutches of Hayden Lowell. And where is the Ghost Man? There he is, getting by Mike Edwards. Travis Martin trying to make this a 4-car race up front. Wyatt Tinsley trying to run away, though. He's got a little bit of separation. Parker and Lowell battling side by side for that second spot. They need to quickly decide who's going to be second so they don't let Wyatt get too far away. Parker holds on to it for now. Tinsley trying to stretch his lead out as we work lap 24 and complete it. Got our stage info on the graphics now. Halfway is basically our stage here, so end of 60. Wyatt Tinsley, race leader. Now by nearly a full second over Wes Parker. Tinsley kind of was on cruise control for quite a while there. Parker and Lowell still battling for second. These two just cannot get away from one another. Clint Roberts doing battle with Blake Roebuck. That is for the 10th position. Clint trying to run away from the Cubs car. You see the Cubs car in the background. It's getting sideways coming out of 2. And Clint does get by Roebuck, moves up into the top 10. Blake Roebuck now shown 11th. There is Bikey in 12th. It's Ethan Evers chasing him. Then you see the 17 of Cody Brown, the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. These cars on the screen are 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. That pack of cars is the most exciting group we have right now. The only battle that's under 2 tenths at the moment. Seeing Evers and Bikey. Bikey got a little sideways there. He's going to lose some momentum down the straightaway. See if Evers is able to capitalize when they get down to turn number 1. Not this time by. Evers goes up high. Bikey kind of running a middle groove. Staying off that very bottom seat. Out front, Tinsley's now 1.3 ahead of Parker. Parker still has Hayden Lowell pretty close to him, but not challenging at the moment. So you have this battle between Cleaver and Rivard. This is a battle for the 6th spot. Cleaver has it, Rivard wants it. Bill won a truck race at Homestead earlier this season in the StackUp.org Truck Series by, I believe it was 29 seconds over the rest of the field. Nearly lapped the field. Very
The 5
impressive.
has a flat tire or something.
Hayden Lowell is on pit road. Right at lap 30, so must be splitting at 30, 60, 90 for the 5 car. Hayden Lowell comes from 3rd spot, brings it to pit road. First of our cars in the lead pack to come to pit road. Out of the race now, Daniel Llewellyn will be credited with 22nd, Jeremy Clapper Newell 21st. He is 2 laps down. Mike Edwards 1 lap down, still is not coming to pit road to fix his damage. Now Hayden Lowell going a lap down, so Edwards really wanting the caution not to come out at this point. As he is not the first car, 1 lap down, would not get the free pass. Mike needs this to go all the way through until after the pit cycle. Whole host of cars now down on pit road. Yeah, Roebuck, Madigan, Roberts, Tyler Lanin, all on pit road. 4 tires and fuel for those guys. Something went wrong possibly with Madigan. Maybe he stopped twice, because I'm seeing a .08 on his car, and that can't be. But he did have the slowest time on pit road as well, so I'm thinking maybe he had to pull forward back up to get something to reset. And Hayden Lowell's going to go by them, and to the outside of Jeremy Clapper.
2 pitting in this summer.
Got JR Deal now on pit road.
Hey, Pittman.
Cody Brown, the Cubs car, in there with him. And the leaders now, well, not Travis Martin, but Wyatt Tinsley in the 22 of Wes Parker. Those 2 on pit road. It's like Ethan Evers, Brandon Bikey, Jeremy Scher also coming down pit road. So we work our pit cycle here. Travis Martin should be the next one to come down. Hayden Lowell's unlapped himself as Travis Martin pulls the pit road. And Travis Martin, race leader, hits pit road. Does Bill come this time? Bill Rivard stays out in the 10.
69 pit this time.
Dominic Lee stays out. Cody Cleaver comes down pit road. It's like Lafayette's coming down in the 00. Jay Munch in the 69.
98 pitting this time.
All hitting pit road. Mike Evers going to have to stop eventually. He'll come get that fast repair. He's currently not the first car 1 lap down still, so he needs more pit stops to go cycle through his Boulevard in the 10 and Dominic Lee in the 91, 98. Both peel off. We say 91, 98. 91 on your screen, 98 on the car. We both hit pit road here. Bringing Mike Edwards with them in the 14. That's not a good sign for Edwards. I think he'll still be a lap down when he comes out, but hopefully everyone else is not, if that makes sense. Not seeing any pit penalties for anybody, so that is a good sign. Hayden Lowell is going to resume the race lead as we cross the line. You see Wyatt Tinsley behind him in the DeWalt machine. Those are the top 2. And they have a 2.3 second gap over Wes Parker in 3rd. Wes has a 4-second lead over 4th place Joe Madigan. There he goes flashing white. Madigan, you can see Travis Martin just behind him. Clint Roberts doing battle with Tyler Lanin, that's for the 6th spot. Blake Roebuck in 8th after the pit cycle. Cody Cleaver 9th. Bill Rivard in 10th. Dominic Lee 11th. Cody Brown's 12th. Ethan Evers 13th. Brendan Bikey 14th. Jeremy Scher 15th. Nathan Lafayette 16th. Jay Munch 17th. J.R. Deal 18th. Ian Montrose 19th.
Here he is.
Clapper Newell is 20th. Let's see. Ian Montrose is 1 lap down. 19th. Almost got into the race leader there. Jeremy Clapper Newell 1 lap down in 20th. He's 5 seconds behind Montrose. Then Edwards is 10 seconds back of Clapper Newell, so he is 16 seconds behind Ian Montrose. That is where he needs to get for a lucky dog. So our playoff driver in trouble, Mike Edwards. Not looking good for him. So we have to figure Hayden Lowell will kick off the pit cycle the next time around as well. Would be looking around the lap 60 or so for the 5 machine. Long green flag runs typical of Homestead. I believe our truck race here this season had 1 caution in the very first lap, and that was it. So far this race has been caution free. The one incident that did occur was off the racetrack. Between the 21 and 14. The important thing is nobody made it to lap 40, so no one's going to be able to take a pit stop out of the race. Everyone should be on some sort of 3-stop strategy.
A caution would be fun right now. Tell me about it.
I think Clapper Newell understands he wouldn't get the lucky dog.
A caution would kill me.
Then let's throw one. Just kidding.
Wyatt Tinsley out front, Hayden Lowell less than a second behind. But fading back to Wes Parker. Parker is in the 3rd spot. There they are, 1, 2, 3, and then the lap machine of Montrose. He would get the lucky dog if that yellow they're talking about would come out. And you got 5 seconds from Parker back to Travis Martin. Comfortable top 3 up there. Martin has nearly 2 seconds over Joseph Madigan, who does have 2 seconds over Tyler Lane. And Clint Roberts is in the 7th spot. Looks like he's catching up on Lanen. Upper Newell did not get the yellow he needed, so he is in pit road. He will probably fall off of the group of cars that are 1 lap down to his own lap, 2 laps down or more. Blake Roebuck in the 8th spot. Cody Cleaver 9th, Bill Rivard 10th. Closest battle on track is this right here. Jeremy Scherer and Brandon Bikey, the 14 and 15, or 27 and 15, are 14th and 15th. Those 2 machines battling hard. Scherer gonna run the top line, try to get a run. He's just inching his way up little by little. Just keeping eye on timing and scoring. See if there's any other battles going on, but there really aren't. Got one developing between Rivard and Cleaver here. Mustang Camaro battle. 4 car and a 10. It's 9th and 10th. Rivard closing in on the 4 of Cleaver. Also got Joseph Madigan running down Tyler Lanen.
Are you gonna really block me?
I'm not trying to block. I was just taking my line. If you want it, go for it.
Drummer. Rivard's still working over Cleaver. Got a battle between Dominic Lee and Cody Brown right behind them. Battles all over the place. Looks like Lee was able to get by Cody Brown. As we watch Bill Rivard still trying to get by Cleaver. Still going to clear him finally. He finally does. He's going to get a crossover from Cleaver. He peeks to the inside, but does not pull up alongside. That'll move Bill Rivard up to the 9th spot. Cleaver drops back to the last car in the top 10. Clint Roberts battling Joe Madigan. Madigan way up by the wall. Roberts clears. Roberts up to the 6th spot. The Cardinals car running well tonight. Madigan's starting to drift back a little bit. Car on the oldest tires right now is the 5 of Hayden Lull. Wes Parker all over the back bumper.
Hit the inside, Travis.
Thank you.
Wes riding in Hayden's tire tracks for the moment. I think it'll be about another 12 laps before we see this 5 car come back to pit road. Parker going to try to get a run generated off the high side. See if he's able to get it done coming off the backstretch. Not quite able to draw alongside down into 3. He is closer though. Now he's sticking the nose down there. Hayden kind of pinches him down, runs his line, makes Parker try to find a way by. Rivard and Roebuck battling. This is for the 7th spot. See Madigan continuing to fall back. Madigan now falling back to Cody Cleaver. Cleaver trying to get the 9th spot away. So Rivard has cleared Roebuck. Madigan riding that rim. They brushed the wall at quarter entry. You saw some sparks there. That'll get Cleaver up to the 9th spot. Madigan's going to drop back to 10th. See him get a little sideways there too. Struggling for grip in the 76. Dominic Lee riding the 11th spot. JRDO currently 18th. He had closed in on J Munch a little bit, but then kind of let him get back awake. Hayden Lull and Wes Parker still battling. Side by side for the 2nd spot. Wes was finally able to get to his inside. Should be able to finish him off down here in 1 and 2. And does so. So that'll move Wes up to the 2nd spot. Hayden Lull drops back to the 3rd spot. Again, we suspect the 5 car will be one of the first ones to pit on the 2nd cycle of green flag stops. Should kick off around halfway, just after halfway, lap 60. Oh, sorry, puppy. Complete lap 51 under lap 52. Wyatt Tinsley by 3.4 seconds over this battle for 2nd. That is what 3.5 seconds looks like. Pretty large margin. You see Travis Martin off in the distance. He is 5.6 behind this battle in the 4th spot. Martin has 6 seconds over Tyler Lanin, so it's pretty alone Mr. Ghostman. There's nobody around him. It's so fun to watch them run 2 completely different lines and have so much competitive speed. Lull running down low, Parker all the way up by the wall. They couldn't have much more different lines. And right back together they come down the straightaway. So close. That's bad. And Evers just got by Cody Brown for the 12th spot. Stay on board with this second place battle. Being very entertaining. Staying under 2/10. Hayden can get alongside, taking that short way around, but then Wes just has so much speed coming off the corner. Side by side, going down the backstretch, and just Hayden couldn't hang there. That run that generates from that high side is so strong. This time Parker all the way to the bottom. Takes the nose off the 5 car. See if Parker repeats that down here in 1 and 2. Nope. Parker gonna go to the top, Hayden down to the bottom.
I hate you, Bill.
Why?
Because you're better than me.
It's Clint Roberts and Phil
that's not
Rivard.
true. That's a good reason.
Funny stuff. Hayden Lowell working over Wes Parker. I think he's got the
You've
speed
been like
now.
right in front of me in standings this entire season, and I can't beat you.
Wreck 'em.
Mm. Oh, Parker gets sideways. Is that going to be what Lowell needs? It might be. Hayden Lowell stays alongside all the way down the backstretch, down into turn 3. That little slide by the 22 might be what Lowell needs here. See if he's able to slide up in front of Wes. Wes would have to cross him over. Well, the 22 got loose again, coming out of 4. It's going to be all she wrote for that battle for second. So they bolt on tires again. Impressive Hayden Lowell has that kind of speed when we think he's on the older tires right now. I mean, we know he's on the older tires. We just think he's going to be the first one to pit road here. He's on the back of JR Deal. JR showing in the 18th spot. 1 lap down. J-Munch Jeremy Shearer also a lap down, 16th and 17th.
Thank you.
Working lap 59. Top 10 get halfway points here at the end of lap 60.
You can take the inside here.
Wade Tinsley off of turn 4. Crosses the line and start
Thank you.
lap 60.
No problem.
Tyler Lane and Kurt Roberts doing battle. Roberts desperately wants those points for the playoffs. Tinsley working down the backstretch. He's put Nathan Lafayette a lap down. Now 14 cars remaining on the lead lap. Tyler Lane, not running for points, has decided to come to pit road. And here comes Wyatt Tinsley to the line. Wyatt going to get the 10 points for winning what we would essentially call a stage, but being the leader at halfway, we don't throw a caution. So
Thank you.
Hayden Lowell with 9 points, Parker with 8. Martin picks up 7 points. Bill Rivard going to come to the stripe. We're going to have to trigger it again. There's the rest of the guys filling in the screen. Bill Rivard 6, Clint Roberts gets 5 points, Rick Roebuck 4 points, Dominic Lee 3 points, Cody Cleaver. And it looks like Ethan Evers will get a playoff point at the end of the top 10. Now our lead car is starting to duck on pit road, starting with the 5. Hayden Lowell, as expected, first one to pit road. Just a lap later, 61, so he could get his stage points. Number of other cars on pit road. Cody Brown, 76 of Joseph Madigan. Looks like Clint Roberts has come to pit road. One of our top 10 machines. Ethan Evers also on pit road, number 8. So 3 of our top 10 hitting pit road immediately after the stage. Picked up their stage points and said, I am out of here. See if Ethan takes his fast repair or not. Nope, not yet. Clint
Jamie,
Roberts.
I'm sorry that was ballsy, but I have to.
Car still looks clean.
I'll go get it, bud.
Bill Rivard pits the next lap down. Code Red Machine working his way down pit road. Should be about all for this lap. Keep an eye on Wyatt. See if he's going to make the move this time or not. Wes Parker has made the move. Second place, Wes Parker on pit road. Third place, Travis Martin has made it to pit road. We're starting to get the pit road filling up. Should be relatively soon we see Wyatt Tinsley.
You came in way quicker than I thought, sorry.
It's incredible to me that he currently has a 22-second lead over Dominic Lee. Wow. Alright, works his way up turn number 2. Okay, Ethan Evers is nearly 2 laps down after completing his pit stop. That's crazy, and Ethan was in 10th at the end of the halfway. Here comes Wyatt Tinsley to pit road. 7 car makes his way down. Gets it woed up. We'll see if
27th in this time around.
that's Bikey out of the 5th spot.
98 finish.
There you go. Dominic Lee is going to be coming down.
30 speeding.
Keep an eye on our leader, see if he has any issues getting into his box. I suspect not, but nice and clean. 98 gets on the pit road. 30 sideways. Roebuck. Roebuck also has some rear end damage. Right rear.
Keep hitting this time, right?
Unorthodox entry for Roebuck, but gets it on pit road.
Hey, can we, like, restart this race from lap 1, please?
Mike Edwards wanting to not be so far behind. Currently
We
18th,
can't do
one
that,
lap
sorry.
down.
I'm having technical difficulties over here in the 14 car.
Jay Munch in the 69 on pit road.
No, hi, Wyatt.
Hey.
Mike Edwards watching Wyatt Tinsley go by.
Bye.
Cleaver still on track in the 4.
0 finish.
It's got to be a rotten feeling when you haven't pitted yet and the leader's only 11 seconds behind you. Or, I guess not the leader at this time, because you are, but less than 11 seconds between you and second place, who has pitted. Nathan Lafayette hits pit road. Travis Martin moves up to the 5th spot. Martin should be 4th all by himself once he gets the 4 car of Cleaver to come to pit road. We're just waiting on Cody Cleaver to make his final stop, or his second
Four
stop.
car pitting.
Oh, 21 o'clock renewal, way out of shape as we saw early in the race as well.
Sorry, boys, I saved it.
We heard the 4 car Cleaver call himself to pit road. Should be diving off right about here. Here he comes. That'll hand the race lead back to Wyatt Tinsley. Make sure Cleaver hits his box.
Can we get a yellow with debris in the turn 4?
Cleaver nice and tidy in his box. There's Tinsley. There's Hayden Lowell. This gap will only grow because Lowell has older tires. Wes Parker in the 3rd spot. He is 1.3
Take it low.
behind Hayden. And that gap is shrinking. And Travis Martin is
Okay,
9
you're the 7,
seconds
but way in the 19.
behind Wes Parker. Clint Robertson 5th
I
is
feel
6
like that
seconds behind
violates some
Travis
kind of
Martin.
rule and should be disqualified.
It does violate a rule, but it's not a
Oh, if this was
disqualification.
FTF, he'd be down 2 laps.
NTF, my boy. Like that, dude.
Oh, I need to get with you after this race. You need to teach me. Gonna give you the bottom here. Never mind.
Never mind.
My bad on that. My bad.
Robert's 5th, Tyler Lane in 6th. One of the closer battles on track. Wes Parker is reeling in Hayden Lowell. So that battle getting interesting as well. Not a lot going on at the moment. We're pretty spread out. Roebuck working on Madigan. So Roebuck have his pit road issues. I'm getting a little sideways coming in, but wasn't too bad. Didn't slow him down too much. Blake moves up to the 9th spot. Gets by Joe Madigan. Madigan probably lose a few spots here as Cody Brown's closing in. And you have Ethan Evers and Cody Cleaver all right there together. Brown looks to get by Madigan as Cleaver looks to get by Evers. Cleaver not quite alongside, but Madigan does lose the spot to Brown. 76 fading back a little bit. So I guess the lap number 90 for the next pit cycle. Madigan up by the outside wall. Ethan Evers going to drop down low. Move his super past that Mustang. Evers up to the 12th spot. Eventually. Madigan fighting back on the top side, but it's going to be to no avail. As Evers completes the pass. A lot of cars vary by themselves at the moment. Tyler Lanen is trying to move in on Bill Rivard, though. Could have a battle for the 6th spot, heating up here shortly. I know Homestead tends to go green, but the way practice was going, it didn't look like it was going to have a very long green flag run. And then very early in the race, we saw Clapper Newell get loose out of 4, collect Mike Edwards, with both of them spun down off the racing surface. Track stayed green. We have been caution free all 76 of 120 laps. You see
21
Wyatt
sitting this
Tinsley
time. 21 sitting this time.
goes by Joe Madigan. That leaves 12 cars on the lead lap. Tinsley works the low side of Ethan Evers. Now we have 11 cars in the lead lap. And Tinsley sideways off the turn 2. Gets to the inside of Cody Brown. And now we have 10 cars left on the lead lap. Ethan Evers trying to take advantage of Cody Brown getting off the bottom, trying to follow the leader through. Ethan going to get by Cody Brown. That is for the 11th spot. To Wyatt Tinsley putting on a show much like Bill Rivard did in the trucks earlier this season. Parker has gotten by Hayden Lowell while we were watching that. Go back and see how this goes down. That's not the right car. Try again. Here we go. Looks like Parker used the top to get a run out of turn number 2. Dives to the inside of Hayden going into 3. That is how Wes Parker moved up to the 2nd spot and got by Hayden Lowell. Cody Cleaver stalking the back of Blake Roebuck. That would be for the 9th position if Cleaver can get by. Cleaver gonna go to the top. can get a run generated. He got very sideways trying to pull that off. He saw Cleaver's Mustang dive in sideways. Back end started to come around. So we work lap 80 of 120. 2/3 of this race clicked off here. 3-stop strategy for most of the field, those that haven't had any kind of issues anyway. Pit stops have been kicking off about every 30 laps. We got about 10 laps so we see that again. We'll keep an eye on this battle for the 9th spot. Madigan catching up to Cody Brown here. Bruh. What up, Drilling? Brown and Madigan side by side for the 12th place. Cleaver and Roebuck side by side for the 9th place.
We're
Whoa!
going each other.
Cleaver finally gets Roebuck. Roebuck tries to crossover, come back on the inside. Not quite able to get there. Looks like that battle has been decided for the time being. A decent battle for 15th, 16th, and 17th. Nathan Lafayette 15th, Scherer is 16th, J Munch in the 69 17th. Looks like J Munch going to get by the 15 of Scherer as Scherer's teammate lap down Mike Edwards kind of pins him in a little bit. Scherer gets up and into the outside wall, as does Edwards. Both of those Fort Worth screen printing cars riding the wall. I'm sure they wish I didn't see that.
Those are the left half. Robin's racing.
Top 10. Only cars still in the lead lap as we have had a caution-free race for 84 laps. Looks like JR Deal has decided to come to pit road a little early for the number 9. Maybe he thinks he can go the last 35 laps on the tank. We shall see, but he is on pit road.
I'm going to go to the bottom here, 00.
Renewal's starting to work his way back after
Thank you.
hitting for fresh tires. JR's done. He's like, I'm out. Not in the mood to race for last. I mean, you're beating some people. You're still ahead of Clapper and Montrose. Looks like the 83 Tyler Lanen on pit road. Meanwhile, Trubuck's gone a lap down in the 30. That's crazy. Tinsley putting on a torrid pace. Has 6.9 seconds over second place Wes Parker. There is Wes. 10 tenths Toyota. Hayden Lowell. Those two have been pretty close all race long, within a second for the most part. Travis Martin 10 seconds back in the 4th spot. And then Travis has 8 seconds in hand over 5th place Clint Roberts. So Travis Martin got to be the most lonely car on track. Look at him. Nobody around. Didn't even see 5th place. Let's go on board, Martin. Take a lap around. Come off turn number 4 down. You don't even see a car in front of him. Travis across the stripe. Down into turn 1. He's going to take that second seam. Hear him applying that throttle smoothly to keep the car underneath him. Coming off of turn number 2. It's down into 3.
Yes, hold him up.
As Cody Cleaver goes a lap now. That is a lap around Homestead, Miami Speedway. Courtesy of Travis Martin in the 63. Cody Cleaver's just gone a lap down in the 8th position. See where Dominic Lee is. There he is. That's the next car to fall victim to going a lap down to our race leader. There he is. Yellow and black machine. That is race leader Wyatt Tinsley. Coming up in the back of 7th place, Dominic Lee. Toyota has 3 of the top 4 spots. Lone Chevrolet in 3rd. First running Ford is the Ford of Dominic Lee. So if he goes a lap down, we'll have no Fords in the lead lap. That is crazy. Pit cycles are kicking off.
Wyatt, it's really demoralizing to think you're good here and then just get beat like you're beating me.
I'm sorry.
He's probably not.
That's a BS. No, you're not.
Exactly. Clint Roberts and Bill Rivard hit pit road.
Yeah, I'll be behind it.
You're uncomfortably close to me.
Looks like Ethan Evers has also hit pit road. Another one of our more front-running machines. I wouldn't say lead lap anymore. Roberts and Rivard heading off pit road, much the way they came in, nose to tail. They go rejoin the fight. Keep an eye on Hayden Lowell. He's been the early pitter so far. Has not bit. Jeremy Sher currently on pit road. Hayden, Wes Parker both work their way out of turn number 2. Keep an eye on this 5 as he comes around. 5 stays out again. Cleaver on pit road. 4 car. Dominic Lee at this point probably desperately wants a caution. Race leader Wyatt Tinsley right behind him. He can get that caution before Tinsley gets there.
Box.
He'll go all the way around, get the pit, have fresh tires. Brandon Bikey out of the 7th spot comes down. Madigan 8th comes down. Tinsley stays out. Looks like Hayden's finally coming down in the 5 car.
I'm putting right here, Jamie.
That was tight. Almost did not get on pit road there.
10-4. Sorry, Bill. I didn't expect you to change lines, so sorry.
It's like
You're good.
Travis Martin on pit road as well. Hayden hits his box nice and clean. Here comes Travis. Bikey may have put in some strategy here. 10.4 showing on the time stopwatch for a stop. Looks like Ian Montrose picked up a pit penalty. He had a 54-second stop. Parker on pit road, 2nd place. One lap after Hayden Lowell comes down, Wes Parker comes down. Hayden going to have that one lap on fresh tires. We'll see how they come out. 00 Nathan Lafayette heads back out on track. It's like Wyatt Tinsley, lead machine on pit road. Some cars will get their lap back here, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. I don't suspect too many. Tinsley hits his box. Right side goes up. Let's check in on Dominic Lee. We'll get a hydration in here. Smurr hits us with a hydrate. Lee is going to continue on. Does not come to pit road. Roebuck hits pit road. Dominic Lee, by staying out, has a 1 second lead over Wyatt Tinsley, who's already pitted. Lee just hoping for any kind of miracle at this point. Lee gonna get the lap lead here. Is that gap quickly shrinking between
I would
him
not have picked
and
Homestead
Wyatt?
to be the first caution for the race of the year.
Would really be the first caution free?
Let me change that.
I'd have to look.
I think we are smart and not causing many cautions.
And here comes Dominic Lee. See Mike Edwards up ahead of him.
I'm here, Clint.
Hands it back over to Wyatt Tinsley.
Get away from.
Wyatt up there riding the wall and pulling away with those fresher tires over West Hayden Low.
I didn't know you were going to go on the outside. Sorry.
There's the gap from Hayden to Wesley.
Trying not to
1.4
drive
seconds.
with my rearview mirror right now.
This time by will be your Camping World 20 to go.
Camping World don't pay us no money. It's your Fort Worth screen print and 20 to go. Pillarvard all over Clint Roberts, trying to force him into a mistake. Here Clint saying he needs to stop looking in his mirror. You got Jeremy Clapper up ahead. Pillarvard right behind. As Brandon Bikey just flashed by. So currently Roberts, Rivard, Lanin, and Cleaver, top 8 machines, all on pit road, or not on pit road, all on the lead lap still. Clapper Newell finally coming to pit road. Rivard going to try to diamond the corner and get a good run off. Eighteen laps to go from Homestead Miami Speedway.
With all due respect, Wyatt, thank God you're not in the playoffs.
Hayden Lowell, second place. Very glad Wyatt Tinsley is not in the playoffs. Here is Hayden going by Ethan Evers. Evers' first car 1 lap down would be the lucky dog should that yellow come out. But why I think it's going to come out if it hasn't already. Seems we're on pace to close this one out. Wes Parker rides in third. It's now under a half second between himself and Hayden Lowe.
I call that as
So he's knocked 2/3 of that gap out. 16 laps remaining. We could have a battle for second here. Before this one is said and done. Pillevard still hounding Clint Roberts. Yeah, Cody Cleaver,
Thank you, Ethan.
Tyler Lanin. Yeah, Montrose on pit road. 19th place machine. Out of the race, Daniel Llewellyn will finish 22nd. JR Deal 21st. Cody Brown 20th.
Hold on to it.
Montrose still running. So Cleaver gets by and up into the 7th spot. Gets by Tyler Lanin. Bill still all over the back bumper of Clint Roberts. Has to be making Clint nervous. He probably has the stream up and hears us talking about him. We're probably making him even more nervous. This is our best battle on the racetrack right now. Under 2/10 the gap.
Go ahead, Chad.
Roberts gets up high on
That's
corner
okay.
exit. Bill looked to the inside, but
Kinda
nothing
send it
doing.
over there, not bad.
No, you're good.
Drink. Bill Rivard gets to the inside of Clint Roberts. Very close quarters there. I think Clint reacted to that one a little bit and let Bill Rivard get by going down the backstretch. I saw Clint kind of wiggle up a little bit. Bill Rivard up into the top 5. Roberts down to 6th. So Wyatt Tinsley leads, not in the playoffs. Hayden Lowell, playoff driver, in 2nd spot. Wes Parker, playoff driver, 3rd. Travis Martin, playoff driver, 4th. Clint Roberts, Bill Rivard, both playoff drivers battling for 5th. So the cream is rising to the
I was
top.
trying to let you have the bottom of that.
Roberts back around Bill Rivard on the high side. Then he gets a little too high. I think Bill's going to be able to drag up in front of him here. See if Clint crosses him over as they get down to 1. 12 to go. So watch this intense battle for the 5th spot. Wes Parker has reeled in Hayden Lowell, so we do finally have that fight for the 2nd spot. 11 remaining. See Wes and his Supra stalk in the back of that bright yellow Camaro. Parker's come from a long way back. It's over a 2.5 seconds. To go in a caution-free race. 19 cars still running. Now 9 to go as the leaders cross the stripe. Wes Parker stalking the tire tracks of Hayden Lowell. 6 cars on the lead lap.
Tyler, what are you doing?
There's Clint Roberts. And there is the leader, Wyatt Tinsley. Next car for leader Tinsley to catch is 6th place, Clint Roberts. That is crazy.
Yikes.
Parker looking to the high side of Hayden Lowell here. This is how he passed him before. He got a hell of a run off the top. Crossed him over down into 3. We'll see if he has the run. He's not going to have it this time, but he'll be closer. Both cars run that A little lower than that second seam. They're both left sides were under it. So they're riding the tire tracks down in 3 and 4. Let's see if they split in 1 and 2 again. Parker goes to the bottom in 1 and 2. Hayden Lowell looked kind of surprised by that. Come off bumper off of 2. I think Parker might be trying a little too hard. 7 laps to go. He might overheat these tires too
Jeremy, I
quickly.
need you to figure it out, dude, please.
Parker gets way down off the racing groove.
Thank you.
Looks like our leader Tinsley was riding the wall there. Sparks flying. Didn't slow him down at all though. So that's 6 seconds over Hayden Lowell. Looks like Parker slowed down a bit. He's got to make up a half second again. Maybe what we were saying, Parker looked like he was really using up his stuff. Dominic Lee gets by Tyler Lehman. That would be for the 9th spot. So what if it's not on the lead lap? The pace that the front runner is setting today is not too surprising. Try to find our current closest battle. It'll be Dominic Lee and Blake Roebuck. Lee in 9th, Roebuck in 8th. Lee chopping that gap down. Now under a half second. 3 laps remaining from Miami. Haven't made a single Will Smith Miami reference or LMFAO. I'm proud of myself. Nobody's had to hear me sing today. Somebody just smacked the wall right in front of our camera. Looks like they kept it going just fine. This is still our closest battle on track, so we stay here. Until Lee wants to get there. Ever so briefly peeked his nose around him, but not been able to complete the move and stay there. See, he charges in. Roebuck kind of eases in. The white flag's in the air. We'll have to come back to this. Well, Lee's looking. Roebuck's blocking. Lee gets to his inside. Let's check where our leader is. There he is. They're side by side off 2. Wyatt Tinsley's going to win this one from Miami easily. Going away from the field. Dominic Lee has gotten by Blake Roebuck in the 30. See if Roebuck's able to come a last ditch effort. He's closing in. He's just not going to be able to get alongside by the line. Roebuck and Lee putting on a heck of a show there for the 8th position. Wyatt Tinsley, a race winner. Hayden Lowell with the 2nd. Wes Parker 3rd. Travis Martin will come across the line for 4th. And Bill Rivard eventually is going to get here and be the last car on the lead lap in the 5th spot. There he goes. Wyatt Tinsley, a race winner. We can get Wes Hayden and Wyatt to the interview room, please. We got Wyatt and Wes. Go ahead and bring in the
Nice race,
22
guys. Nice win, Wyatt.
of Wes Parker. There he is. Let's get some little roll footage here. Should be plenty of it. And then we'll go check in on the 7. But first, Wes Parker in the 22. Let's go bring him in. Wes, DG, got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. Well, you got a home in the 3rd spot. Looks like Wyatt had everyone's number, but you had a really entertaining battle back and forth there with Wyatt, or not with Wyatt, with Hayden. Tell me what you needed just to get back by Hayden there at the end.
I mean, it was a good race the whole time and everything. Just me and Joel just came out a really bad time together, and I think he got loose, so he lost a lot of time, and I just got stuck behind him really, and I mean, that's just part of racing and everything, but yeah, I just lost so much time, and I had to gain it back. And my tires are officially gone as soon as I got to them. I couldn't use it anymore. So,
It's what it kind of
but
looked
it's
like to me, so
fun.
I'm glad I
Good
got
win,
that right.
Yeah.
As long as it was fun. A caution-free race. Were you worn out after that one?
Yes, I am like very sweaty right now. So, yeah,
That's when you know you earned your keep.
yeah, it's pretty hot in my room, so I'm about to turn the fan on.
10-4. Go ahead and drop those friends, family, sponsors on me for me.
Shout out to the Tents crew. It's always fun to hang out and race together. Shout out to Autumn.
Gotta get that one in.
Gotta get that one to Autumn. And just shout out to you for doing everything. Like, you doing this every day. Like, I know it's hard and stuff sometimes, but like you just keep on going and it's awesome. It's fun to have a broadcast for people to watch and just have the broadcast, down the road to like watch a race like later in the years and just remember, oh, I used to play iRacing and stuff. So, you're the main foundation to this broadcast and the league and everything. So just want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, sir. Congrats on your 3rd place finish, and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll catch you back in the next race.
All right, adios.
Wes Parker in the 22, bringing it home in 3rd. Let's bring in Hayden Lowell in the 5 car, getting the 2nd spot tonight. And you heard him at one point say, Wesley, or Wyatt, I thought I was pretty good here.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little demoralizing to, come to one of your best tracks, think you're gonna do good, and then you get beat by 6 seconds.
I mean, you did finish 2nd.
That's definitely a good way to end the day for this number 5 Chevrolet Camaro with Tony the Tiger on the hood for Kellogg. So good run at a great track. I'm happy with it.
And you beat all the other playoff drivers. That's good, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. We're the highest finishing playoff drivers, so puts us in a good spot heading into Iowa. So hopefully make the Final Four for Atlanta, another track I like. So thank you to Madigan Motorsports too for helping me with this. He was in chat with me all night, talking me through some things and strategy, bouncing some things off him. So it was really fun. Really fun race. No cautions was kind of awesome. You don't get many caution-free races anymore, so 120 laps of an endurance iRace was pretty fun.
Awesome. Well, go ahead and drop your other friends, family, sponsor shout-outs on us and see what we got.
Yeah, I mean that's really all I got. Like I said, Madigan Motorsports, Joseph Madigan. I know he had an incident mid-race where I think he got the wall pretty good, and that kind of killed the rest of his night. He was a top 5 car before that, so it sucks to see him barely finish inside the top dozen. I think we're gonna have a special paint scheme for my home track in Iowa next week. But other than
Oh.
that, I think we've hit everything else other than Napa Auto Parts.
Is it going to be Slipknot?
So, what was that?
Is it going to be Slipknot?
I am going to hold all of that information close to my chest for the moment.
I want it to be
It'll
Slipknot.
It'll be special.
All right, bud. Congrats on the 2nd place finish tonight. Highest finishing playoff driver, and we'll catch you next week, bud.
Thank you very much.
Hayden Lowell in the 5 car, getting the 2nd place. Now we go grab tonight's winner, Wyatt Tinsley in the 7/19/88.
I don't know what I'm in. I was running a Toyota this race because I just love the sound of the Toyota.
And it looks nice too, nice and round and almost like a fighter jet, but still a fendered stock car, you know.
Yeah, that was a thank you for the host. That was a lot of fun. Like the
Absolutely.
last 30, 20 laps, I was just ripping the roll and having fun with
Oh,
it. But yeah, the first 15, 20 laps, we were having fun battling there. It was I hope we put in a good show. Yeah, I don't.
it was always a good show. We just didn't have to show the leader much. Everyone else was
Sorry. I
putting on
mean,
a good show.
like I don't. I don't know. I feel bad though. Like I feel bad, but
Why do you feel bad?
I mean, I'm open to teach everyone. I mean, I would love to give tips. I'd give Parker, like Wes and Tyler Landon both asked me like, "Hey, how do I drive this track?" And I try to explain to him like I was in a call with Wesley, and I tried to explain to him, "Here, you gotta rip the seam, you gotta arc it, lid off, use a bit of brake, and rip, and then casually get back to the throttle on the seam, and just keep doing that each lap, by lap. What you don't do is you don't rip the wall." Because the wall really kills your right rear tire. It doesn't kill your right front as much as you think it does, but it definitely kills your right rear tire over time, and it's much, much faster just to run the seam.
I love running down on the seam, or we call
Yeah,
it
the
roll
seam is
bottom.
just no, it's not the very white line.
Oh
It's
no, no,
the
no! It's
first.
not that very first, but
Yeah,
we still call it roll bottom because you're not at the wall. We always have that hashtag roll bottom, but Corey's not here to say it since he's not here. But there you go, Sidewinder. You got a driving coach willing to teach you how to not get beat by the whole lap.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got
It was a
any
lot of fun.
friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give out to us tonight?
Not watching, but I appreciate everyone watching this. I hope I didn't bore you too much in the Martin Shirk scheme.
Yeah, definitely not. We were all over the place watching good battles
Yeah,
everywhere, just not many for the lead.
yeah. Well, I mean, the first 15 laps, so.
I mean, it was exciting when you were already completed your pit stop and closing in on a guy that hadn't pitted yet.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I appreciate everyone showing up. I don't know where we're going. I've been racing a while. I just go to only racetracks that I really, really enjoy.
Yeah,
Driving long distance. This
we got
is one of them, 100%.
we got
Yeah, just
Iowa and Atlanta, the last two races of the season.
yep. Let y'all do your thing at Iowa. I'm not gonna race that.
No short tracks, huh?
But I'll be back for Atlanta.
Alrighty.
Definitely love Atlanta. Definitely love ripping. Is it the old?
It's old
It's
Atlanta.
not. Yeah, thank God.
All
Yeah, it was
right.
a lot of fun. I appreciate you hosting.
No problem. Congrats on the
Yeah,
victory, and we'll see you
thank
back
you.
in 2 weeks at Atlanta.
Yeah, you have a nice day. Thank you.
Wyatt Tinsley getting the victory in the 9/7/88, whatever you want to be in. Wyatt Tinsley getting victory tonight. Let's go ahead and check on our final results here. We got Wyatt Tinsley with the race win. We're already on the next page somehow. Let's do this. There we go. Wyatt Tinsley, Hayden Lowell, Wes Parker, Travis Martin, Bill Rivard, Clint Roberts, Cody Cleaver, Dominic Lee, Blake Roebuck, Tyler Lane in your top 10. Notice only 5 cars on the lead lap. Ethan Evers, Joe Madigan, Brandon Bikey, Nathan Lafayette, Joel Munchell, Jeremy Scherer, Mike Edwards struggled after contact early. Jeremy Clapper Newell, Ian Montrose, Cody Brown, your top 20. Handful of guys back on the last page. JR Deal, Daniel Llewellyn be the last two credited with a start. Giglio and Castro Neves registered but never did join. So top 22 will get credit for the start in tonight's race. Good times. Very quiet. Enjoyed that peaceful race tonight. Hope you folks did as well. Let's go ahead and close this out. Look at the beautiful track. As we say, this has been iRacing.com. You can go there, pick up this track and these cars, and come race with us with your subscription. You can join us on Monday night for an ARCA series with the Curtis.org sponsorship. And Tuesday we have these here Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity cars. Wednesday, the Butt Kicker Cup series. Thursday, we have the iRacing iFlag Super Late Model Series and the StackUp.org Truck Series doubleheader on Thursdays. Friday, we have fun hosted races where we give away iRacing credit to the finishers of the fun hosted races that it has the highest average finish across all 5 races. So you do have to run all 5 to try and win that prize. And then Saturday, we have the StackUp.org Legends Series, so the little 32 Ford Coupes. And then on Sunday, the Street Stock, Lordco Street Stock Series. So come check them all out. You can head on over to dgsracing.com. Click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up. And you can also check out all the stuff about the leagues while you're there at dgsracing.com. So plenty of things to do. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast, and we hope to see you in the next race.